My name is Marwan Abuzuluf. I'm the planting pastor of City Bible Church in Beirut, Lebanon. We're an English-speaking congregation that meets in the heart of the city of Beirut. Church planting is difficult, no matter where you are. Now, of course, that grows a bit in different contexts, and so because we're not in the U.S., in the context that we are, of course, there's some additional challenges. But then when you place us in Lebanon, the last couple of years have been challenging, to say the least. October of 2019 is when the revolution started. But after the revolution, we had a pandemic that came through. And then about halfway through the pandemic, August of 2020, there was the largest non-nuclear explosion in modern history. And that happened less than a quarter mile away from our church. So of course, all the damage and destruction. And then during all of that was an economic collapse. Imagine $1,000 now being valued at around $40. And so that's all been happening at the same time. So of course that adds pressures and increased needs amongst our people and within our city. But in it all, I can rejoice and say that God has sustained us. I'm here, my wife's here, we're still happily married. We've seen people come to faith through the life of our church. Now certainly whenever there's challenges and difficulties, there are doors, there are opportunities to speak to someone. Brokenness in the world and the fulfillment and the offering of Christ, right? We can tell people, you've lost your health, but here's what Christ has done on the cross. You've lost your home, but here's the home that we look for eternally. And so we've had opportunities, challenges, of course, throughout, but in it all, I can say that God's been faithful to us as a church. So we rejoice in the way that God has provided. In His timing, sometimes it felt like, Lord, what's up, what's going on? But we see that His timing is perfect, truly, and we want to learn to trust in that. Our church was destroyed. We were able to rebuild it, but it's not an ideal place where we are. And so the Lord has provided a church building that's been empty for some time, not far from where we meet, that we're renovating. So really in the next 6 months, we'll have a bigger building that allow us to really invest in the community. Foothill Church, brothers and sisters, I want to thank you for your friendship. I want to thank you for your partnership for the sake of the gospel. Thank you that you have chosen to give out of a desire for love of Christ, for the sake of the gospel, that you've decided to give generously, not only to our church, which we're so thankful, but I know that there are many churches and others that we're hoping to see planted. And so thank you for partnering with us for the sake of the gospel. Thank you for remembering us in your prayers. And I pray that you don't forget. I pray that you would remember us as the Lord puts us on your mind. You pray for us. Those prayers are beautiful and meaningful, and we need them. Again, we're thankful for your partnership, thankful for this friendship, and look forward to the day that we rejoice together at all that Christ has done when He returns.